Stop recording.
Hey everyone, I'm just here. Earlier I was just thinking about just like life and how fortunate I feel like I have it. Like, you know, I'm just thankful. Like, I think about all the stuff that I have like access to. Like, I have a computer, I have an iPad, I have an iPhone, and all of these things can get me answers to lots of stuff I can Google and research and, you know, look up stuff on YouTube and like do all the cool things that have to offer out there, you know, order stuff. And, you know, smart speakers are fun, you know, to be able to listen to the weather and it tell jokes. And I hear in iOS 18 coming up, I hear rumors that during WWDC they might announce some kind of AI incorporated into Siri, and also in general, like, I think AI stuff. So it sounds really cool what they're gonna do. It just seems like they're gonna try really something along those lines. And I'm excited. Like, I don't know how accessible. Well, I mean, everything will be accessible because that's how Apple is. But like, how all that will work out. Like, how they'll make it work. You know, because like with the Apple Watch, there's like the pinching and the clenching your fist. Like, if you want to set that up to be able to like have your watch do certain things, so you don't have to touch the face of your Apple Watch.
9:48 p.m. in 12 seconds.
And so, and I remember like when I first got my first Apple Watch, and like I had heard about it on a podcast. I want to say it was that Blind Tech show. And they had explained a lot of how the Apple Watch helps with workouts and different things that it tracks and stuff, and like the advantages and like the pros and cons and stuff like that for people, like what they want out of it, basically, you know. And I couldn't believe that it actually talks, and I was just so like, oh my gosh. And so I started saving up money for my own watch because you know, that's part of it. You have to have money, obviously, to get it. So and I feel like I just think about some of the stuff like this. Like, I have both my Braille displays. I decided to add, like, to show them, like, here's the HumanWare Braille display that's NLS Braille display, and this one's the Orbit one. So here's them kind of like side by side here, and like I'll open this one so you can see, and I can actually turn them both on. And what's really cool about both of them is like they can go back and forth between devices. I think I've talked about that in other videos, where it'll automatically connect to like your phone or your iPad, and Mac with the Orbit Reader Braille display. Mac right now is not compatible with the NLS e-reader Braille display. That's the HumanWare version. Hopefully that can be changed, but it is compatible with iPhone and iPad, and does beep when it shows, like right now it's on iPad 2, and I can select that, and it can read what's on the display, you know. So that's that one. And then the Orbit Reader is the one that I bought myself, and at the time I was with my ex, and he helped me to purchase this Orbit Braille display, and because I wanted to make sure that when I made my first purchase online ever, that it's secure and that I fill in all the blanks that I'm supposed to. But obviously it makes this noise. Why is it doing that? I think it connected to something, and now it's just kind of hanging out. Oh, it's connected to my phone. So obviously the Orbit does make a little bit of noise versus this guy that, well, if I turn it the right way, when you move through, it doesn't really make noise. But they're both amazing tools, and sometimes I think about like the Toy Story movie, the very first Toy Story, because the kid in me likes to think of Disney stuff sometimes. And in Toy Story, he gets Buzz Lightyear, and he had Woody. It just connected. My Mac just connected to the Orbit reader, so right now it says stop recording button, because it's ready to stop if I want to push stop and end the video right now. What was I saying about it? Where was I going with that again? Oh, Toy Story. And so for a while, because I got the e-reader from that library for the blind and physically handicapped, it's through my public library, I should say, NLS, National Library Service, and so they hooked me up with it. So I got used to the new reader, and I also learned to download books onto this, which I talked about in a different video, and I explained how you have to go into online services, and then you pick Bard, NLS Bard, and then you have to type in your credentials, your new, I think it's the username and password. But once you do it once, you're logged in on the device after that. But then you can download books onto the device from Bard, which is the part of the library service. E-books, in Braille. So, but I remember when I first got this guy, my Orbit, I was just excited. So when I got the new guy, the one I'm borrowing from the library, I stopped using my Orbit as much, I set it aside. And so I got to thinking about, like, on Toy Story, when poor Woody's sitting over there, the cowboy, with Mr. Potato Head, who's going, see, ha, I told you, he's the new favorite, And, but so then I started using it again. I'm like, I need to use my Orbit reader because I bought it and I love it still and I appreciate it. And like, so when the other one dies, then I have the other one, hopefully. But and it's weird going back and forth because the buttons on this guy rock. There's a rocker for up and down, like when you pan through to the next line of text, where that's on the Orbit reader, and on the NLS reader here, the buttons are actually on the very front of the player. There's the round selector button, and there's two buttons to pan on either side of that round circle. And the two most inner buttons right next to the circle, those are like your back and forth, just line by line, and the other one can take you back, back to something previous if you want it to. But just I think about, like, sometimes I think about, like, I have my own really amazing, cool apartment. Like, I love it here. Like, seriously, like, I just do. I feel like this is my spot, and I've made friends. And today I went out and had dinner with, like, friends that live in the building and their family, and some of the neighbors that I get to see, throughout my time being here. And one of them was the man that lives upstairs when I asked him for help with the laundry, because I put my clothes in the one dryer, and then I tried to, like, start the machine after I put the money in the other machine button, so I was pushing the wrong buttons. But anyway, either way, it seemed like almost the whole floor of people helped me figure it out. But it wasn't that many people, but it was just like, I was just trying to be quiet and find one person, and I got everybody involved. But everybody loves each other, and that's just the way it is. But then I'm like, shy, hi, sorry everyone, it was just kind of, yeah, anyway. So, but then I get to see everybody, and now it's, nice to see everyone and meet new people too. That was, and I just love the atmosphere. It's just, anyway, like, being here in this place, and like, I just think it's cool to, like, have cats and be able to maintain them, like, independently, as far as, like, buying the litter, hopefully when it gets here and doesn't get delayed. Amazon. And then I have to buy another one just to make sure in case the other one don't come, because that's what happened the last time. It didn't come and I got my money back. And so I want to make sure, and so then I ended up with 2 cat litters, but 2 is better than none, so that's okay. It'll get used. But I'm just thankful for those things. Like, I feel very blessed, definitely. And I'm really excited, like I said, about what they're going to do with iOS and iPad and everything next, well, actually in the fall, I should say. It's so much fun to, and like, I always thought, like, like, what if I put the beta on an iPad, like, test out the software before it comes out. But I'll just be paying attention because I do watch YouTube videos of other people and their experiences with it so far, and I'm looking forward to the actual event, the keynote and everything. I just kind of got connected and more kind of like into it because of like listening to other blind podcasts and everything that they talk about, and getting to know other friends that are into tech and how it works and how to keep it accessible and like our comments and like how we interact and share our experiences and everything like that, and it's fun to do anyway. And I don't know, I'm just thankful I have my treadmill back, and I am unbelievably grateful for that because I love exercise and I love jogging. It just that your euphoric feel, that you get from jogging and stuff. So I'll be excited to get back into that because I think it's a good idea. Yeah. All right, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well, and I'm just thankful. It's nice. The weather's been decent. Today was nice and sunny, but it was like really windy though. Like the wind reminds me of a giant puppy that just is so excited that it just like blows and just everything in its path, its tail just takes it out, It's like a big dog or something, like, and everything goes flying, Anyway, I hope everyone out there is doing good. Thanks for watching.
Show captured the stop recording button.